Wait, hold on. The top 3 best-selling games on PlayStation last month were all from Xbox? Yeah, that's right. You heard that right. And that's just the beginning. Xbox is absolutely on a roll. Even big devs from Larian Studios are absolutely praising them. We've also got GTA 6 dropped another trailer that has been blowing up the internet. We're going to go over all that today. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here. Let's jump into it. So first up, that's right. You see on social media, oh, Xbox is going third party. They're getting destroyed. They're getting owned by PlayStation. Meanwhile, Xbox last month, PS5's top 3 selling games in April 2025, all from Xbox. Popular Xbox, this is over at WindowsCentral.com. Popular Xbox-centric titles, Oblivion Remastered, Minecraft, and Forza Horizon 5 have been topping the charts on PlayStation 5, its rival console. The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion Remastered, Minecraft, and Forza Horizon 4, some of Xbox Series and X and S's most popular titles have been topping the sales charts on its competitor, the PlayStation 5. This news comes from Sony itself, which has announced that the top 3 best-selling games for the PlayStation 5 during April were Oblivion Remastered at number 1, Minecraft at number 2, and Forza Horizon 5 at number 3 in the US. Meanwhile, in Europe, Forza Horizon 5 is number 1. Did I not say Forza Horizon 5 is absolutely going to crush it? Crush it. Oblivion Remaster is at number 2 and Minecraft is number 3 there. So the switch is just what's at number 1 and number 2 there between the US and Europe. That's fascinating. This is about tastes between the US and Europe. I want to see what does Windows Central say in their conclusion here. With this in mind, Microsoft is no doubt going to continue releasing more games on PlayStation 5. We've already known this. That's why the Gears of War news, shocking journalists, blows my mind because we know this is the strategy. Not only is it working as far as success on a rival console, but its purpose is one giant commercial for Game Pass. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. You've heard me beat this drum a million times now. It's something that over time, those people will eventually come to Game Pass. At least that's the theory. And that theory, I think, is correct. With this in mind, Microsoft is no doubt going to continue releasing more games on PlayStation 5. It's even announced that the recently revealed Gears of War Reloaded is going to be released on PlayStation 5, bringing Xbox iconic Gears of War franchise to the PlayStation for the first time. Doubtless, that will hit hard on the PS5 charts as well. However, will this strategy pay off in the long run for Microsoft, especially in these strange times of rising costs of consoles and games, tariff wars, and other economic uncertainties where anything can happen? Only time will tell. Yeah, of course. Why would it not work out? So picture this. You are putting your games on another console to advertise your subscription service. You're trying to put your subscription service everywhere. Xbox is everywhere is the marketing mantra of Xbox going forward. Well, that could be costly. That means we're losing out on revenue. No, not only is it a commercial, but every purchase over on it topping the charts over on PlayStation is money in your pocket, paying for and subsidizing costs for development, subsidizing costs for marketing, subsidizing maybe Game Pass. If Game Pass isn't at those numbers, I think Game Pass is, we're well into the 30 million marks for Game Pass. I would imagine it's at those numbers. How is it anything but a win-win? How does it not do anything but pay off in the long term? Meanwhile, what is PlayStation doing? And yes, PlayStation has the most consoles sold ever. PlayStation has limited games on the PC. Okay, sure, they're not even necessarily crushing it on the PC when they drop there. But PlayStation also is only limited to the players on its console, right? Xbox is essentially double dipping here. It's hard to see how this does not play out long term, especially with rising console costs on game costs. I think it absolutely is going to pay off long term. I think that's why Xbox is taking this strategy. I think where there's debate here on whether or not, the only real debate, because whether or not it's a value and what the strategy is not up for debate. If you're debating that, it's because you're ignorant of what's happening and you're just not paying attention, or you're willfully ignoring things. What is up for debate is, does this work in the long term? That's a genuine debate. Xbox thinks it will. I think it will, just from a pure consumer standpoint, looking at how I consume my multimedia here in 2025, looking at the cost of stuff, looking at my gaming habits since I've been subscribed to Game Pass, 100%. I think this will succeed. But there could be an argument that it doesn't. I think that's the only legitimate argument. Anyone having an argument outside of those parameters on this topic has an agenda and isn't having an honest discussion. I'd love to know what you guys think, though. Do you think that this will work long-term? Do you not think it will work long-term? I said lurk both times there. I can't speak today. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, tell me where I'm right, where I'm wrong. I think it 100% will work. Xbox is absolutely on fire. I don't think that there's a debate there. Xbox first-party studios. I mean, we're getting release after release after release. They're absolutely crushing it, not just on Xbox, but over on PlayStation 5 as well. And that did not go unnoticed by very AFK. He is a publisher over at Larian Studios. That's right, Baldur's Gate 3, baby. This dude is legit. Let's see what if he lists in his, I publish video games because I like video games. I don't know. Does anybody know? Yeah, I don't know what his title is, and I'm probably a moron for not knowing that. Is he the head developer here at Larian? I apologize. Very AFK. I know this made some news, though. This popped up in my feed. Everyone was retweeting it. He says, as a publisher, Xbox are quickly becoming my favorite. Just spitting pure fire. And this was in response to Gears of War Reloaded dropping on Game Pass day one and going everywhere. PC, PS5. So game developers recognize, a very successful game developer at that, recognize Xbox is on fire right now. Yet the 2,000 follower influencers on Twitter don't. No, let's listen to them, guys. They know what they're talking about. Of course, Xbox is absolutely crushing it. If you don't think they are, again, you're probably sucked into the old consoles wars that no longer exist, or you're just willfully ignoring it. You've got an agenda outside of what's happening. Very AFK. Someone in chat, let me know. Is he the lead developer? I've seen him before, right? Very AFK. Put that in your profile, bro, so I know exactly what you do. Anyways, regardless, he's shouting out to Game Pass. He's not the only developer to be high on Xbox right now and to be high on Game Pass. Other developers have come out and said stuff similar. We've covered it here on this channel. Last but not least for today, what absolutely broke the news is the Grand Theft Auto trailer. Now, this is the tweet from Rockstar where they show off the trailer. First of all, our main protagonist here is absolutely ripped. The question is, now there was no gameplay shown off here. This was all story-based, setting up the story, setting up the scene, setting up the vibe. What's it going to feel like? And the question is, just based off of this, keep in mind, we have no gameplay here to go off of. We just have basically the theme of what the show is going to be like, and they're really doing world building hard, and the vibe. And if we go off of those things, the world building, vibe, the story, do I think this is going to match, as of right now, based off this trailer, match Grand Theft Auto 5? The answer has to be yes. 100% yes. I think they're absolutely nailing the Miami vibe. You can see the tongue-in-cheek stuff that they're going for. You can see the statements that they make here. It does look like, has Rockstar confirmed this? Are you going to be switching back and forth between characters? If you are, it's going to be between these two for sure. It's clearly a love story here. It's clearly a Bonnie and Clyde type of story where, there's this couple and they're criminals. She gets out of jail, and we go from here. Now, I got to point this out right there. The ass physics are on point, right? I mean, we have leveled up. Look, I love how many, by the way. I watch how many from this point on. The first time they show off her walking in a dress, which yowzers, where I'm commenting here on again, ass physics on point right there. Look how many low camera shots there are, right? Like, that one's not really low, but watch. That one is. I mean, that's showing the hand holding, but is it? Right here, this one's pretty low. It makes me laugh. That's the Miami lifestyle, baby. That's the Miami vibe. It looks, and I bet you're this head police officer. So I bet you're switching between the three of them, right? If they follow Grand Theft Auto 5, you're switching between the three of them there. Regardless, like I said, I think this looks wildly entertaining. Now, this did get delayed back to May 2026. So it was supposed to drop this fall. Got delayed. That's a pretty substantial delay. I'm sure a lot of developers that are dropping their games this year were like, oh, thank God. Thank God it got delayed because now we can drop our game and we don't have to compete with GTA 6. GTA 6 is going to be the game to play. It's going to be the biggest game of all time. It's going to smash records. I have no doubt. Watching this trailer solidifies that for me as well. Even though, again, no gameplay, just the vibe and the story that's being set up here, it feels very Grand Theft Auto. It feels like a world I want to be in, a world I want to explore. It feels deep. It feels populated. It feels like it looks like they're trying to immerse you in whatever the story is here that takes place in Florida. And I am here for it 100%. I would love to know what you guys think of this trailer. Did it hit for you as hard as it hit for me? Did it not? Let me know in the comments. If it didn't, let me know why. What are your concerns in the comments below? Because yeah, I'm here for it. I think this looks fantastic. I could not be more excited for GTA 6. I'm just sad that we have to wait 1 year from now. We're not getting it in the fall. We're not getting it till next May. So again, let me know in the comments. And that's going to do us for today, guys. If you like this video, if you like what we're doing here, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We're dropping videos like this all the time right here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.